Welcome back to episode 11, I think it is, at this point. I gotta be honest, like, I have not played this game for, like, 2 weeks or so. Um, it's been a lot, you know? I've been cutting out sugar out of my diet and stuff like that. So I've been super tired and not very motivated to do anything at all. Mostly just sleep, quite frankly. Anyway, I do remember that I did have a few goals when I last played this game. So, for instance, I wanted to, because we're basically struggling with one thing, right? Either we're producing enough wheat to eventually make that into bread, and then that becomes food. But that gives us such a long break in between, like, actually having food and not. So I've been thinking about making a secondary farm. So we would have one farm. I don't know if it would be this one. No, it would probably be the other one that we use, yeah. So we would make a farm. I think it's here, right? So let's where are you? Am I Oh wait, it's in the build menu, of course. Yeah. So yeah, as I remember, like, this area here is fairly fertile. So I'm thinking that we make a farm here. This farm is what actually makes the wheat. And then that wheat obviously goes to the... we do have a problem with that, though. So, just an extra step here, right? So we have this granary. This is where we store the wheat. So then it would have to be transported to here, then go to there, and then go down here. Now, the bakery is something we cannot move, because the bakery does improve the desirability of the houses. So that is the one thing that we cannot adjust where it's currently located. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I think that the play is definitely to make a farm here, and then if we feel like we need to, and honestly, I kind of feel like I should. And now there's currently nothing in it, so we might as well relocate it now. Let's relocate you. Then I want to make a wall, I think. It depends a little bit on where the farm ends up being. So, the farm... We could make a pretty big farm like this, right? 5,300 work is not insane, really. We would not lose any overall fertility from doing that. Right? Cool. Then we do... this. Yeah, sure. Whatever. And then we're gonna do some fences here. Really nice that it's like marking the farm like that ahead of time. Oh. Did it not get built? No, I don't think it got built. Okay. We need a fence there as well. So we just want that, and then we can do something like this. Okay, and then we need a fence gate here. Okay, so that's the entire thing. We're also moving that. Okay. You're lacking water. Not ideal. How much water do you have in storage? 200, okay. So it's really just about having anyone at all that goes there, right? So if we go to... We have 10 laborers, so we're just short on laborers. And I think also right now, because we're building, that also affects it, but yeah. We would want someone to go here and deliver that water. I also think we might be lacking a cobbler shop, so that's also something that I was thinking about. I don't know if it's in here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We were actually, we did a salvage thing, which gave us knowledge, which is nice. Soap shop. You just see here. I mean, these aren't resources per se, right? So that's why I'm a little bit like, maybe it's not here? Oh, it is here. What do you look like? Okay, so that's what the building looks like. I mean, it's not super recognizable because most of the buildings look kind of similar in this game. Which makes sense, of course. I'm just... that's not a complaint by any means. I'm just saying it's not super easy to immediately tell at a glance whether we have this building or not. But I don't think we do. This, I believe, is what makes our pottery, so... yeah, let's make that cobbler shop there. So, obviously we want shoes for our people. Oh yeah, we probably also want defenses. Let's see. I think I have messed up something actually now, but we'll see. I can't see at all. It's way too dark over here. There we go. Okay. I just asked my people to do a lot for me, so... And it's winter as well, so... So, with that rolling, I hope we don't get attacked in the near future here. Where was that salvage? Wasn't it over here somewhere? I just realized we have another clay deposit. How did I not see this before? Did it generate just now? Can it generate over time? Well. Oh, maybe it's because the salvage was over here, and because I stepped over here, that gave me a vision of this. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we generated some knowledge. I don't necessarily know where we want to go with this. We could try to keep going farming. My god, my nose is itching. 3 regrowth rates. Don't know whether I care necessarily. Market square. Oh yeah, like I remember now. This is actually something that we might want to do. I think the markets. Although I don't remember how soon we can upgrade to it. So let me just check that real quick. The markets. What do you need to be upgraded? You need bricks, right? You need 300 gold and you need 60 wood planks. Okay, so all of that is... yeah. All of that is very doable, except for the bricks, if I remember correctly. So the bricks might be tier 3, right? Aren't they tier 3? So... brickyard, yeah, indeed. So... what do we need for tier 3? 200 pop. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we're not having that anytime soon then. Cool. Then we know that. Then we have the academy. That's also an option. Oh yeah, we don't have a rat catcher. I just remembered. Fill rate for wells. Construction speed. Don't think that's particularly necessary. Unlock armory. All of this seems very... Extra yield from candle production. Do we even have what it takes to make candles? Tree felling speed? Right, less work to do all of this is pretty nice, to be honest. To produce shoes as well. Less work to produce planks. I feel like planks, or wood planks in general, is one of our... one of the things that we keep running into, like, a shortage in. So, yeah. We also need to check this real quick. So the academy, wherever that is, there it is, costs a lot and costs 8 gold per month. Okay, it's definitely not... I can do this pretty soon. We might actually be able to build the academy in this session. So we're making 10 gold per month now, which is very nice. In addition to that, we have 639 stored here. So it's definitely not unthinkable to build that in this session. I think we can speed this up a little bit. We're just hoping not to get attacked anytime soon now, because that would then force us to spend gold we would rather not spend. I think one thing also that we want to see is more immigrants. With more immigrants, we will then be able to... I think right now we'll have like a very unbalanced laborer situation otherwise. So, anyway, that's all well and good. So yeah, I've just been existing in my own little bubble for a little while, because you know, it's nice to do that sometimes. So I've been playing a little bit of... it's funny actually because you know, I have this like enormous list of games that I want to get through, and in that list I have a bunch of games on my Nintendo Switch. And the thing is that, like, I have not moved forward in that list for quite a while, simply because I've been playing Super Mario RPG. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Super Mario RPG is not a bad game, not by any means. But somehow it's just not a game that I stick to. I play like 40 minutes at a time, and then I'm like, alright, that's enough, and then I put it down again. And it's not, once again, it's not even because it's a bad game. Predators are attacking. Oh yeah, it's over here.
Work to be done?
I think... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna lose some villagers here. Not much to do about that. Knowledge generated. Nice. Where's our hunter? You're in there. Okay. Oh, well. Are we short on planks right now? We're not. No. Okay. Okay, so we have a problem here with this guy. That boar. They've already, like, made space for this farm, which is pretty incredible. He's coming back. Problem is we need to build this wall up here. So, I don't know what to do. Yeah, of course we're lacking laborers. 2 of them just died. Look at this march of people. Whoa. Guess they're gonna get started on the farm. Wait, what? I can upgrade this? Interesting. Never seen this before. Well, at least now if the boar attacks over here, it will be easier to... Why is no one... Have you planted already? Or, oh, maybe having 2 farms results in this? So, like, the farmers have gone here instead? Are you a farmer? Yeah, you are a farmer. Okay. Interesting. Well then we're gonna struggle even more with food now. Because the farmers went here instead of working the other farm that is actually available. I thought that that would be handled by laborers, but alright. Okay, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Not gonna lie. Really interesting that I can upgrade this. I guess we could upgrade one. It doesn't actually cost... it costs 250 gold. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna... No. We're not gonna risk upgrading that. This is gonna be a terrible winter. Traveling merchants. He would have bought tallow. I know that we use tallow for some... Isn't it soap? I think that's what we use it for. Yeah. Though I'm not sure how much soap we need at this point, but yeah. And because we're lacking in food, we're also not going to be able to... have any immigrants come over and be like, hey guys, we want to live here. Yeah, let's do 100 here. And no one wants to grab these bodies either, interestingly enough. Yeah, right, so we got wood. So the academy is not unthinkable by any means. We could absolutely... Maybe not with this knowledge point, but the next knowledge point. Although now it's taking like 19 months for it to happen. Which is insanity. I think maybe it's time to build the academy. Oh, merchants is not buying this item. Okay, never mind. My bad. Let's transfer that back. And here I thought I could make some gold. Well, I could make some gold here instead. So it feels a little bit shit to do this, but because we're probably gonna need iron, but I think we're gonna make iron down the line. So I just want the gold now because I want the academy to be built. So yeah, that's just gonna be the priority. We have 8 pottery. There we go. There we go. And then we can transfer gold to the town storage. We want 500. There we go. With 500 we can now build our academy. Alright, so the academy, Where are you going? You don't seem to impact desirability, but you're also, as far as I understand, it doesn't matter where you're placed in that sense. I guess we could place you up here. This road is low-key bothering me. It's actually kind of high-key bothering me, so... Let's, yeah. Let's do that instead. Says predators are attacking, but there's nothing here to actually attack. Oh well. Okay. This farm is slowly being... it's slowly nearing completion. Okay. Well, this winter, there's a lot of people that may die from starvation. Unfortunately. That's the reality we're living in. I don't know why, but for some reason we all of a sudden stopped earning 10 gold per month. There's both laborers and farmers in here, right? That's what it seems like. Estimated yield 641, yeah. Okay, so now the farmers are moving over.
Work to be done?
Tending field, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do wheat here now, but we're not gonna do that later. Did I never place? Oh, okay. It didn't get placed. So let's do that real quick. Fencing. There we go. That obviously needs to get done too. Now this is supposed to be the wheat farm. It impacts fertility though. So overall, what we're going to keep doing is just this, I think. Unless it impacts fertility too much. We want to plant something that impacts fertility in between here. And then maybe again. Something like that. I don't know. We can try a setup like this and see whether we get enough. Anyway, let's see. So the other traveling merchant buys planks, which is interesting. She also buys soap. I don't know if there's anything here that I really want to move. That I really want to move around. Let me see here. So fertility here is like extremely low. Just gonna see here. So now you generate cabbage, which also impacts fertility negatively. Yeah. We don't need this anymore. That much we know. So we could just as well do this. Um, then another. Okay. We gotta try to work out these farms, man. Wait. Okay. My God. Can I click the villager?
What needs
Thank
doing?
you. Farmer. Okay. So, and then this farmer is also tending field. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what's going on right now in terms of farms. We might have really screwed ourselves with that. But hopefully it works out in the long run. So we're gonna remove this once it's done. And then we're just gonna try to produce food here. Because the wheat has like a really... It has minus 8%, right? So this does not have minus 8. Minus 4. And you are minus 3. And both of these are plus 3, right? Yeah, plus 3. Yeah, so we do want to find more things that help fertility. Unfortunately, there's not too many of those things. Hey. 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 A little bit surprised we can't have a... yeah, I'm really surprised about that. Well, are we not making pottery right now? We are. Okay. I do feel like I'm making a lot of mistakes right now with this. Yeah, there we go. That boar, we just don't stand a chance against it. It will just wreck us every single time. So yeah, I don't have high hopes for our chances. Okay, so we're about to get some grains. Then they will then be stored there, and then yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. 9 new immigrants. We are finally past 100 population. I've never been past 100 population in any of my playthroughs, so hooray for that. I'm glad that we made it that far. Okay. But yeah, we're really struggling right now in terms of food. Hopefully we will be able to take care of that by these grains and these grains. Because we're currently making grains on both fields. And hopefully that will... yeah. I'm just making clover here. It's like the one thing that makes any... I don't know whether... I'm sure that like adding sand to this increases fertility. Let me see. There's 516. 740. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot, actually, food. Or rather, there's a lot of grains now being transported to this thing. Slowly but surely. And then we also spent money, or gold rather, on having this built. But we need a lot of stone, man. Whoa, we need a lot of stone. I didn't think the stone would be the problem with that. I didn't even look at the stone. But yeah. Okay. But I'm sure we can take care of that. There's a lot of stone down here. I think we could prioritize this stone. It is prioritized actually, because it's trying to, they're trying to build over it, right? So that's why it's prioritized. Now with those, we now have 12. 13 laborers it would be ideal. Okay, we have 2 arborists. I don't know. We probably don't need that. Although right now we might need it because we need food. Are you making bread? Stocking bakery. Yes, you are. You are indeed making bread. Okay. Hopefully all of this works out. This investment, I mean. And then this farm can stop making those from now on. I think I've been tending to the fields a little bit too often. Probably. I did not realize that I could make grain already. Or wheat, essentially. Well, I can't make... I couldn't make wheat. I could have made buckwheat instead, and that would have worked as well for the same reason. Oh, look at that. So that actually works. Okay. So now we're running low on food. So we might want to put another person in here. Crops lost to rot. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. It wasn't that I needed to assign additional people to farm or anything. I just got the farm down too late in the year. Okay. We currently have 10 bread in here, so I guess that's something. There's 150 in storage here. There's 50 flour, so we're gonna be able to keep making bread here for a little bit. There's also 1,024 grain here. Whoa, yeah. So we should be good on bread now for a little bit. We have 154 clay. I wish that we could use that, but unfortunately we can't. But we're gonna need it later anyway, you know, as we start looking into... or getting bricks, for instance. I have no idea how 34 minutes have already passed, but somehow they have. So I might play more, but I'm probably gonna have to split it into 2 episodes. That would seem the most reasonable at the very least. But yeah, see you in the next episode. Yeah, this time just kind of flew by, didn't it? That was weird. It felt weird. That's the way that's the way it's been for me lately. It's just like time just passes. I woke up very late yesterday because once again, as I said, I've just been sleeping pretty much. And I was like, oh, it's already Saturday. That's weird. Where'd this week go? Like, I realize, like, I can feel that I've gotten a lot done at work this week, but it still has just kind of disappeared. You know, I have not paid attention to time passing, which is super strange. Yeah, anyway, I guess that's just how it is sometimes. Anyway, I guess some of the food is starting to come in now. Yeah, so now no, it says 0 bread. Interesting. But it has been moved from here, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine. But yeah. Huh? Oh, late harvest. Yeah, makes sense. Never seen that icon before. Okay. Anyway, see you in the next one, and have a good one. Bye bye.